Okay, guys, first of all, who wrote this movie? Kemi Adetimba. Because what in the name of sweet madness did I just watch? 1 minute you're laughing, the next you're frozen in shock. And by the end, you're just staring at your screen like, wait, what just happened? When I watched Straw, I thought nothing else could top the madness, the twist, and the storytelling. That movie wowed me, no lie. But this one, To Kill a Monkey, it overwhelmed me. This is storytelling on steroids. The way they delivered the message, the casts, the acting, the unexpected turns. I was glued from start to finish. Every character played their part like they meant it. So, guys, let's talk about what makes this movie so powerful. The chaos that had me holding my head, and one scene that completely finished me. Don't go anywhere. You need to hear this gist till the very end, and let's talk about it if you've watched it. And if you have not watched this movie, I hope you will go to Netflix and watch To Kill a Monkey, then come back here to come and tell me what you think about it. So now, guys, let's talk about this hot topic because the streets are shouting that Efe betrayed Oboz. But I beg, can we breathe for a second and look at the full picture? Because my own opinion, I mean, unpopular opinion maybe, but I honestly feel like it was Oboz that betrayed Efe first, over and over again. Let's not act like if he didn't beg this man repeatedly. He told him point blank, settle the teacher, give him his cuts, give him what he's asking for. And don't forget that this entire operation is based on my brain, as he told him. The guy asked for 50-50. Oboz refused until he refused and refused over again. And then if he decided to slash it down to 25%, remember, just 25%, just to make peace. And even from his own small 25%, if he begged Oboz to bring 10% from his own 75%, just so they can, protect their family. And what did Oboz say? I no go bring she, you don't go see. Like, how do you look at someone who has carried the entire weight of your business and still say that? Then on top of that, he went and slept with Ife's daughter, got her pregnant, and Ife still kept calling him brotherly. Make it make sense, my people. Make it make sense. Meanwhile, every single time Oboz kept reminding Ife that he brought him out of the gutter. That kind of manipulative talk, right? No wonder if he snapped. Now, I do think he should have told Oboz about the plans, yeah? Maybe, just maybe, they could have been able to team up and eliminate the teacher together. But at the same time, I understand Ife. Ife was desperate. And at that point, he probably didn't even trust Oboz enough to reason with him because that guy never listens. He never ever listens. And let's just call it what it is. If it was used, seriously used, this man was drained by everyone around him. Like he didn't have blood in his body again, from his mother-in-law to his wife, to the teacher, and finally Oboz. Every single person took something from him without ever thinking about what he needed in return. From the very beginning, the guy was doing everything to make sure his family was okay. He was literally breaking his back to provide, sacrificing, thinking ahead, playing chess while everyone else was playing Ludo. And how did it end? In betrayal and heartbreak. And you see that moment when his laptop got stolen. For me, who stole it? Who stole that laptop? I beg. That was the real turning point of his suffering because that laptop was more than just a device. It held his ideas, his future, his entire intellectual capital. If he had shown up that day to the board of directors with a laptop, things for don't change. It would have been lucky, successful, respected, and all of that. But no, that one laptop, that one thing that would have changed his life, gone. And from there, everything just spiraled. Now, let's talk about when he met Oboz. The way Oboz kept saying, can I trust you with my inside business? If I was the one, I mean, if that was me, the moment he repeated that line more than once, I for just tell him, bros, I beg, no show me the inside business. let me just help you supervise the outside business. I don't want to know the other one. No worry, no worry. Because it was very clear that the other inside business was not only scary, it was deadly. Everything was just glaring for him. I don't know why, if he just, I guess it was just the suffer head, sha. But Ife, in all his desperation and loyalty, walked right into the fire, thinking it would lead to salvation. And that's the tragedy. Although he tried so many times to avoid that, but his wife just could not understand. But wait, guys, before we go further, who do you think stole that laptop? Because honestly, if we solve that mystery, we might just solve Ife's entire life. Who do you think stole the laptop? What do you think about that part where he should have, what do you think about this part where I said maybe he should have just told him that he was going to manage the outside business? What do you think about that whole scenario? Let me know in the comments. And we talk about his wife. Because the way she flipped on Ife when everything got messy, my chest. That woman belongs in the dustbin. After everything this man went through, all the battles he fought just to keep her and their daughter safe, she still turned around and blamed him. And the part that shocked me the most, she had the audacity to say, I loved you more when we were poor. Hey, excuse me, ma. But you were not exactly rejecting the money when the cash was flowing. From soft living to soft spending, she was living in enjoyment like it was her birthright. But the moment Efe started experiencing that kind of, hardship, suddenly she wanted to rewind life and go back to when they were struggling together. Please. And let's not forget, she even cheated on him. With Uncle Daniel, still had the boldness to come back and collect his entire fortune when he was at his lowest. No remorse, no accountability, just vibes and entitlement. Honestly, I don't know whether to be angry or clap for how manipulative she was. Because what kind of love is this? So let me ask you guys, do you think she ever really loved Efe, or was she just comfortable when it was giving her stability and status? Because that line, I loved you more when we were, poor, feel like one of the most manipulative things people say to escape accountability. I'm dying to hear what you guys think. Was she ever truly in his corner, or was she just waiting for the next moment to switch sides? Now let's take a moment to appreciate Lilly Afe, because that woman ate her role and left no crumbs. The way she played Oboz's wife, chills. Every scene she entered, even when she even wasn't speaking much, there was this presence, this quiet tension she carried that just made you uneasy. She was so poised, so subtle, but you could tell she wasn't just a side character. She had influence. She knew more than she was letting on. And sometimes it felt like she was even more dangerous than Oboz. Yes, but in that classic, calm, calculating kind of way. Her facial expressions, the cold stares, the way she moved like someone who has saying too much but would say no word. She delivered that role like she's been living in that world for years. And let's not lie, she added this rich feminine energy to the entire storyline that made everything more layered. You're watching her thinking, is she a victim? Is she in on it? Should I feel sorry for her or just be scared of her? That kind of performance is not easy, and Lilly Afe gave it us. She gave it to us effortlessly. I don't know about you, but I was so impressed. Like, she didn't need to be loud to dominate the screen, and that's its talent for me, real talent. Now let's enter the office of the manager woman. This woman. Because what kind of emotional and sexual manipulation was that? Anytime if he was in need, down bad, looking for just one tiny help, she will hit him with the wicked line. You will close the door, abi you no go close the door. You go close the door, abi you no go close am. Like, ma, can we breathe? It was like clockwork. The moment he walks into her office with hope in his eyes, just trying to survive, she'll be sitting there like a queen in a lion den. Already waiting to devour him. And worst part, most times, even after having him, it still wouldn't help him. It is the audacity for me. Imagine knowing someone is vulnerable and desperate, and instead of helping, you reduce every opportunity to a transaction that leaves him emptier than he came in. Honestly, she might have been one of the most dangerous characters in that entire movie. Not because she had a gun or shouted threats, but because she knew she had power and she used it with precision. That line, you go close the door, abi you no go close them, has now become it has now become a psychological weapon in my head. Like the moment I hear it, I know Wala is near. But guys, let's talk. What do you think about this woman? Do you think she acted her role well? What do you think about her role with Efe? Let's just take a moment and clap for the entire cast of To Kill a Monkey, because nobody came to play. From the leads to the supporting characters, it was giving pure acting excellence. Efe, that man carried pain like it was sewn into his clothes, like it was sewn into his skin. You could feel his frustration, his desperation, his quiet strength. Even in moments where he said nothing, his face told the whole story. The way he broke down emotionally without turning it into a pity party, that's serious range, you know. And the Oboz, oh my God, I feared that man. That actor delivered menace with finesse. One moment you think is your brother, the next moment is your nightmare. The manipulation, the pride, the sudden flickers of fake loyalty, he played it all so well. You almost wanted to believe him until he bites again. And then there is Bimbo Akintola, our screen queen. Her presence alone added weight to every scene. Even with limited dialogue, you knew her character meant business. The way she showed and owned a role, powerful, layered, and captivating. Honestly, the casting director deserves their own award because this ensemble perfectly balanced. Everybody delivered, no weak link. Even the background characters had depths. Nobody was just there. It felt like real people in real chaos. When a movie makes you forget you're watching actors and instead drags you into their world completely, that's not just a film. That is cinema. So shout out to the entire cast and crew because you all created something unforgettable. Shout out to Kemi Adediba for writing Adetiba, right? For writing this very beautiful story. I am in awe. At the end of the day, To Kill a Monkey isn't just a movie, it's a mirror. A mirror showing us how betrayal doesn't always come with a warning, how love can turn cold, and how even the smartest mind can be broken when the world around them refuses to be kind. If a story is the story of so many people used, misunderstood, and punished for simply trying to do the right thing. But now, let me leave you to this one question. In a world where trust can get you killed and silence can protect your peace, would you have done what Efe did? Or would you have walked away the moment Oboz said, "Can I trust you with my inside business?" Do you think Efe actually betrayed Oboz, or do you think Oboz betrayed Efe the more? Let me know in the comments. And if you're here wondering what movie is this is To Kill a Monkey. You can watch it. If you have not watched it, run to Netflix right now and go and watch it and come back and tell me. Tell me what you think about it, and and tell me also if you enjoy it. Let's compare this movie with Straw. Which do you like? I know both movies are interesting, but which one took you, which one took you to that cloud nine? Which do you love the most? Which made you sit down for hours without wanting to miss a scene? Which one made you cry? Let's talk about it in the comments. And while we're at that, this is Esther on Demand, and this is Esther of the Esther on Demand. Thank you so much for always coming to my channel to support me if you're a returning subscriber or viewer. And if you're new here, a very big welcome to you to the family. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also share this video with your friends. And until the next video, guys, stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay smart. Bye.